Hey, it's me again, back with another video for this birth chart series 101, and we're going to get into Cancer. We're going to get into Cancer placements for Mercury and Uranus and all of that. So let's get into that. Only elevate, never let them break, never let them break, yeah. Never let them take, yeah. Never let them break, never let them break, yeah. And for our first placement we have is Mercury. This deals with intellect and communication. So as a Cancer, intellect and communicative styles, they can be very sensitive to what others think about them. They can have also a sixth sense, which is a very strong intuition to pick up on signals and energies around them. Great chameleons, and they're able to adapt to their environments and adapt to different mindsets and different ways of communicating easily. So they may be the type, if they're talking to you, they may adapt to your communication style, if that makes sense. And then the next person may have a different communication style that they're talking to, and they may adapt to theirs. They do have great memories, and they do make successful historians, teachers, writers, scholars, things of that sort. They can profit a lot from real estate, and a lot of the times this placement also is said to have a great inheritance from their maternal side of the family. Next, we have a Venus in Cancer. This talks about your Venus, which is love, romantic, platonic, all of that, matters of the heart. Cancer is already a water sign, so really in tune with emotions. They're very sensitive in love and romantic. So these individuals, being loved is like the most important thing to them. Although that's very important to them, though, they're not hopeless romantics where they're going to throw out their security. If they're not already secure, they're not going to throw that out for love. So they will choose their security over, getting involved into that. So they will need to be financially secure before they get married. More so if it's a male. Females may, I'm not even going to get into male, female. But just know that all in all, these individuals do need to have financial security, and we'll make sure that that is secured before they get involved with someone romantically. These individuals will love to be pursued more so than doing the pursuing and chasing. So they're not ones that love to chase. They're not going to go and chase you. They may in a playful way, but not really hard body, like they enjoyed the chase or the thrill of the chase. Also depends on their other placements as well. But they're not ones to do that. They rather be the ones that are being chased. It gives them the feeling of being reassured and wanted, because overall a Cancer does tend to feel insecure. So when you're chasing them and showing that you want them, is reassuring them that, hey, yeah, they love me, they want me, and it makes them feel good. And they have a great memory overall as a Cancer. In this placement, they will not be really the types that will forget a birthday of their loved one or anniversary. They'll really remember those important dates. Next is Mars. It deals with your drive and your sex drive and your forcefulness, the way that you assert yourself. As a Cancer Mars, they have a great strength of will, and it just gets stronger over time. So they're not really the ones that's going to hit you hard, like with all of their force and all of their might. It'll be over time, and each hit is stronger and stronger, and they just build and build and build up. They have, when it comes to sex, an emotional approach to sex. They're not ones that won't get their emotions involved, so they will cling. They are very sensual and passionate, but it does depend on the energy of the other individual. So if that other individual is not giving them the passion and sensuality, they're not really going to give much. If the other individual is giving this, they're going to give that same exact. So it really, they feed off the energy of the other. They may also cling to relationships that make them feel unhappy. They are known for their really great visions, and they're also known to get into work that deals with a lot of emotion. Next up, we have our Jupiter in Cancer, deals with luck, finances, and blessings. These individuals are very popular wherever they are, so that opens up a lot of opportunities for them and brings a lot of luck in that aspect. They are lucky in finances and getting involved in things with real estate. This is the sign of home and family, so they're good with, getting into real estate, and that brings them luck in that way. They're good at, keeping their finances together and investing their money into stocks. They may also receive inheritances when it comes to their finances. Things involving culinary arts, cooking, chefing, in that arena will also bring them a lot of luck. When they get to their middle age, parts of their lives, that's when they usually, in this placement, get more stable or become more stable in their middle age life. They're also great with children and having children. It's said that this placement could possibly gain a lot of luck and benefit off of the children that they do produce in the world. So it sounds like they really know how to take care of their children. So they bring up possibly some great species of humans into this world. Okay. Next up we have is our Saturn in a Cancer. Saturn is discipline, obstacles of life, the way that you commit to things. So these individuals can, especially starting off in early years, can be very dependent emotionally on other people. They're said to have difficulties possibly with their family, more so their maternal or their mother, which in turn they may have to take on a lot of adult responsibilities in their early lives. They may tend to marry someone older just to gain that security in their life, in their love life. They're very ambitious and they will make sure that they will complete the tasks that they start. And they love to be love to make sure that they're ambitious so that they can gain the material desires that they want. So they value material wealth and security like no other. They're very good with business in this placement as well, but they just have to be careful, said to be careful with doing business with relatives or family members. They love to overindulge when it comes to sensual pleasures, eating, drinking, etc. So they can tend to become overweight sometimes. They also may tend to wallow in self-pity. For our Uranus in Cancer, these individuals, this is about your individuality. So these individuals are said to have a deep imagination that is kind of borderline psychic at times. Intuition is on point. So if you have this place, if you do have a Cancer and Uranus, individuals or others can really trust your judgment of your intuition. They can be very eccentric and they do make great artists. They have that artistic quality to them. Cancer is the sign of home, so they do really well in areas dealing with home, cooking, decor. The way that they get their intuition is from their feelings. So Cancer already just feels deeply, so their intuition is sparked and, sparked by the feelings that they perceive, and it comes in an instant flash. So like I said, their intuition can be trusted. Next up is a Neptune in Cancer. You should not have a Neptune in Cancer. You must be born between 1901 and 1916 to have this placement. But all in all, these individuals brought up the psychic abilities. It gave, in this placement, individuals psychic abilities, spiritual growth and development, and it developed a lot of idealistic concepts. Idealistic qualities came up as well during this time. These individuals also were sensitive, compassionate. They had a lot of old-fashioned types of values because they love family and they love home life. So that's the overall Cancer's vibe right there. Now, during this time, we have some things that came about from these lovely people that were involved in this time. There was an American movement of social protests. A lot of that was going on at this time. And this helped with changing and sculpting the Western civilization. Don't know if I'm saying his name right or wrong, but Sigmund Freud. He also played an important role at this time. He explored the unconscious mind and developed more theories on that. As well, we have Carl Jung. He also developed more theories on the collective unconscious, or the unconscious minds of the collective. So that was helping with the whole, broadening of the mind, psychic abilities, idealistic concepts, and things of that sort was aided by these two men, and possibly others as well. But those are just some examples there. Lastly is Pluto in Cancer. Again, you won't have this placement if you're watching it. Now, these individuals were born between 1912 and 1939. Cancer, again, is the sign of home. So this brought a lot of chaos and upheavals when it came to people's home lives. A lot of people more so moved from the country, rural parts, into more city-like parts. During this time, there was a great drought that occurred. It forced a lot of farmers to give up their land. That's why people were probably moving from the country to the city area, because agriculture, I guess it was kind of transitioning from that agricultural type of environment to more city-like industrial. Individuals that were born in, around this at this time also had very intense emotions. They are also known to be very creative and imaginative, but they're also known for these individuals to resent others. And when they see others, especially they're experiencing good fortune, they resented it. I guess also that comes from just everybody going through, or a lot of people more so going through that change, and it changing from agricultural to more so industrial, and then people were losing their land, and it just was crazy time, or a lot of people weren't experiencing good fortune in that area. So that is all, though, for all of the placements for Cancer. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, check out the description below for the links. And I will see you next video. I hope you have a wonderful day and night. Stay safe and stay blessed.